Let's talk about what's in the jewelry box my dad made me when I was little. This is probably at least 54 years old. He made one for me and my sister. The interesting thing about um, people's possessions is as they age, they tend to fall off. There's less and less. And so, what people have as they age is what's most near and dear to them. What goes in my jewelry box, my magic box, is never, some of it's super important. Some of it's just that's where I put it until it finds its permanent home. So, let's see what's in there currently. The contents always vary over the years. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Let's see. Oh, we have Dad's stocking in case we need it. Uh, Mama. Mama's in there. I still have yet to eat her on pizza. Ah, another thing my dad made. This is where my choker lives. He made this for me. I don't remember what year it was, but it's a long time ago. It started. It was before I started going to powwows. He made that for me. Oh, this. I don't really know what it is. I decided at one point, because all my jewelry was gone, that I would just collect some weird stuff to put in my jewelry box for Hannah or Josh's kids if they ever have kids. Just some mysterious jewelry that lived in the box, so they can play with it. Thinking future generations. This is a headband or a choker I picked up at Renaissance Rose. The material just reminded me of all the patterns that we used to find down at McGregor's. We used to stand there and think about things to make. And it just took me right back to my childhood, standing there in the store thinking about all the embroidery patterns and stuff. Here's one of my dobies. It's a rock I hold when I go out. It's to help me with anxiety, to ground me. A little hunk of malachite. What else do I got in here? Oh, for a while when we started wearing masks at work, we had to have our picture on us so the residents knew who we were. When when the residents found out we had to wear masks and they couldn't see anything anymore, one of the things I heard most was, "Oh my gosh, Padre, we won't ever see your smile again." What else is in here? The VIP pass from Crank Gameplays that I took Hannah to up in Portland. That was an adventure. Some shiny. I'm a crow. Shiny diamonds. I don't know if you can see this. This came from one of the grandma's rings when they passed away. My mom let us pick this out. And I knew this one wasn't a real diamond and it wasn't really silver, but it's just so freakingly darn beautiful that I didn't really care about the gold ones. See, won't even fit past my knuckle. It was sized to this ring finger, but I've always had huge, ugly knuckles that rings don't fit over, and with the arthritis, there's no way. I don't think any of them fit anymore. Well, I can wear it on. Wow, it actually fits that finger. But this was the ring I chose, and I just loved it. It's so pretty. More treasures. This one's lived in my thing forever. This belonged to my mother, and when I found it in her buffet, I stole it because there was a pair of them, and I used to put them on my fingers, and I would slide them around on the ice cube trays, pretending I was a figure skater because I wanted to skate so bad. We'd find skates down at Goodwill, but we never had any ice in Grants Pass, so I didn't get to skate until I was out on the acres and the drainage ditch froze over. And we went out and skated. I have video of that somewhere. We have one of my work pins with my little service pin down there. I've got to transfer it to my other name badge. What else we got in here? Oh, I got my teeth. These are the first teeth I got when I was like 22. I have all my teeth. I have my baby teeth, my partials. Those are my first set of dentures. This is probably Hannah's. Some of Hannah. No, these are Josh's baby teeth because Hannah has all hers. She's a hoarder like me. Here's a picture of me and baby Josh. My Ringo Starr concert T-shirt. He was so cute. Love that little boy. Unis Anna stickers. Best thing I've ever been involved in. Zoltar speaks. You gotta have a Zoltar ticket from Disneyland. Everybody has them. It's required in life. My orange cat's eye. Wow, it's really faded. But my all orange cat's eye marble. That's the only marble from my past I kept. It used to be really bright, pretty orange. It's really darkened now. I used to love to play marbles. Pretty good at it. I'm a crow. Just something I found out while walking one day. A little cap bottle of glitter, mysterious potion necklace, because, yeah, you know. Oh, here's some hair. My hair was real short at the time, so the gray hair went all the way down to the end. Just randomly hacked it off. It's in my box. I got hunks of hair all over the place. I believe this is baby Josh's hospital band. First thing I did when I brought them home was I got to put that in there, his box. Cut off their bands. Some foreign coin. I used to wear lots. Don't even try it. No, that one fits. I used to wear lots of rings when I was young, tapping them places. Some foreign coin and some super strong little tiny magnets. Josh and I used to do all kinds of experiments when he was little. We'd go out and go to the hardware store and just find stuff to experiment with. I love this obsidian, and it's the nub of the flow. It's the tip of the flow of that particular section of glass, and it's been cracked off. And this I brought back from the obsidian flow down in Tule Lake. Old driver's license. One of Josh's high school IDs. I don't know why I have it because he has all of them. A bottle with Chinese coins in it, an earring that I used to wear, and glass from when we went down to Circus, and a big fat deer jumped across the roads by the alfalfa field and punched in the windshield, and I kept some of the glass from that. My crochet hook. Size I. I cannot crochet anymore. My fingers are just absolutely dead. A note from Hannah. Thank you, Mama. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Happy birthday, November 14th. Hi, I love you. I used to have my Farm Kids notes in there. They've moved to a different box now. This choker was my mother's. Oh my God. I'm a thief. I play my alignment in real life. When I play games, I'm a chaotic evil thief, usually. And lots of practice. This is one of her chokers that I stole out of her jewelry box. And I have worn it and loved it to pieces. This is a from Egypt. It's got my name on it on one side and what the letters in Egyptian on the other side. Um, I'm stool, vulture, snake, vulture. So it's got the PA sound is stool, so that gets to be a funny joke. What's your nickname? Stool. I'm poop. My umbilical clamp. Doctor, I don't remember who it was. Uh, gave it to my dad since he was delivering me at home, so he'd have a clamp and wouldn't have to use, shoelaces or something. So after my dad delivered me on the kitchen table, he clamped me off with this. Oh, 1971. I'm 6 years old. 1972. I'm seven. I don't know. 1972. Oh, my velvet dress. My brownie uniforms. My mother tried to make me civilized. It didn't work. These are some new treasures in here that I just put in recently. We got cats from a little thing we had to blind box collect these little kitties, and so they're in there now. I had a whole slew of them that I've slowly given away because I like to do that. Kept these for me. This is from Joshua, and I don't remember what grade he made this for me for Mother's Day, but I have a little JR necklace. The hang tag for my meteorite dagger. This camera's probably backwards, but I paid $495 for it. The single most expensive fun thing I bought prior to the camcorder. It's a Tibetan ceremonial dagger, bone handle, very old, hand-forged, meteorite Damascus blade. We know it's not bone. It's probably horn. And when I picked it up at the antique store, I had no intention of buying it because it was like so expensive, but it was so pretty. And I picked it up, and it was just like, oh, this appeals to the writer in me, and I couldn't put it back down, so it became mine. My 15-year pin from Highland House. No. Is this Highland House? No, I think this is my 15-year pin from Royal Gardens. I have a 15-year pin from Highland House as well. And I'm working on my 15-year pin from Brookdale. These are important to keep. Combinations to locks that I don't have anymore, but in case I ever find them, these are the combinations. Mandy Patinkin ticket from Criterion. A lighter. All right. Teeth. So I kept my teeth after they pulled them. That's what's left of them. You can see some of the just decay. It was terrible. I didn't take good care of them when I was young. I ate so much bad stuff. I could sell them on eBay. Believe it or not, they sell. But I kept them. New edition, double heart cat pin. 1 year of service from Brookdale. I'm working on year 9. And of course, 7's in there. 7 is the knife. Seven is the knife that, what a wiggle you here. Take some Dramamine. 7 is the knife that we found in a car that was at the beach in Bandon. Had a car that was in the sand. It was half buried in the wheels were under the sand, so in the surf edge. So there's no way they were getting it out of there. And they just walked away from it. They didn't take anything out of it. So our family looted everything we could out of it to take back. to the, past the surf line so that the person could, if they came back, could have all their stuff. And while we were camping there, they didn't. And so we went back and picked out a few things, and this is one of the things that I kept, was this knife that we already discussed. I'm a thief, right? And it's been my trusty friend for a long time. Bone-handled hunting knife. Loved it. One of my brothers threw it at the wall, stabbed it in there, and then snapped it off, so that's why the tip is gone. Been a good old friend. His name is Seven. It's a necklace from Hannah. She made that for me for Mother's Day in 2014. And then I have, I love you, you are kind to others. To me, always, you're here for me. Love note from Hannah. The kids, oh, I love their notes. To whoever finds this, I am trapped in a pirate ship. Pirates have taken over the sub. I need to escape. Please help me. From Ring of Power. It's magical. Ghost invisible. Won't work. And they would make up games with all their toys. License or something. More notes from Hannah. More notes from Hannah. Another kitty. And this is a Russell Myers Broomhilda comic. Some days I can't write one single word on my novel. Other days words come pouring, cascading, flooding out like, and then Broomhilda says, raw sewage. Who gave you permission to read my proofs? And that, as a writer, just absolutely tickled my fancy. Russell Myers lived in Grants Pass, and I took 2 creative writing courses with him in college. And when he used to compliment me on my writing, it was always a big kick because it's like, he's famous, and here he's saying he likes my stuff. It was always really cool. Where we have this piece of beach glass. Be United. The whole story is blogged on my blog. I think it's called Stone Statues. You won't be able to see where it says Be United on there. Fabulous story. Huge, huge changing point in my life. Found out last night while I was surfing the net that Iona, one of my hypnotherapists, has passed away. She's attached to this story. We're getting down to the bottom. Here we have, oh my gosh. This is sometime in the 70s. That's me. Lost. I'm gone. I'm in total another world. I wore it was some event from my grandma, something that she did, and I wore every stinking piece of jewelry I owned. I had this whole drama going on in my head as a writer, and because I didn't fit in with the rest of the world, I was in a world by myself. Put on every piece of jewelry I owned, went to the dinner, then proceeded to take off every single piece and put it on next to me on the plate, and my mother threw a fit about that, but she didn't know I'm living my own creative world. Pictures of self-injury. I didn't take a whole lot of pictures of them to keep me from, what is that? Another little crow object from the bottom of the box. And this isn't there. This is actually new. So, my skunk pin. I've tried to vlog this several times and I've never finished it. And since it's right here, I'm going to tell you all about it. Oh, here's a little cat fang. So, it's an Avon product from 1972. I won it. Oh, let's turn this around so we can talk. Hello, COVID hair. I won it in school. There was a competition, and whoever got whoever got all the most answers correct, it was 25 questions, or it was some English paper. And I don't know how, but I managed to get 25 right. And I have the paper still. It's in one of the scrapbooks. And this was the prize. And it snaps open, and it had perfume in it. I don't know, I'm trying to smell it. I got COVID. I can't smell nothing. And it had a, you could just pin it to yourself, and you'd have this perfume. And I thought it was so fancy because I had perfume. Now it just carries a little tiny picture of Josh's head. So Josh is in there now. But this prized possession. And the pin eventually fell off the back because I would forget it on stuff and it would go through the wash machine. I was a typical wild child. Wasn't meant to have fancy things. And my sister and I were in the apple tree, and you would climb up 2 branches. It was the captain's chair, engineering, and we made it into the starship. And I was up on the bridge, and there was a space where you could jump from one branch over to the next and go down to the engineering section. Now, the older kids, man, they just get up there and leap across there like nothing. And it was like 20, 30 feet to the ground. And I was always too scared to make that jump. And my sister decided one day that I needed to do that jump. And I was sitting there perched on the tree, looking down, going, ooh. And she hollers up from the ground, "If you make the jump, I'll fix your skunk pen." And my love for this silly little thing made me just go, boom, and I just jumped across there. Risked my life and my ability to walk to get my pin fixed. Well, I made the jump. I survived, and my sister never fixed my pin, so it became a long-standing family joke. Anytime anything would happen, we'd be like, "Yes, and I'll fix your skunk pin." And here she'd call me, and she's like, "And I'm like, when you fix my skunk pen." A lifetime of laughter over this little thing, kind of bonding two sisters who we were totally opposite. I was complete antisocial weirdness, bizarrest person on the planet, and she was just too cool to be cool. For a long time, we lived in different places in our lives, and once we got more mature and we became much better friends, we started hanging out and having a really good time in life. This winter, my seasonal affect disorder got real bad, and I'd lowered my antidepressant down because during the summer it was too high. I'm so sensitive to meds that I'm on 30 milligrams of duloxetine. I'm on 30, but I need 25. And when I take the 30, and it doesn't come in 25, it's 20 or 30. And so I was opening the capsule, taking some out, and I lowered it down one beat at a time until I found the place in my head where it was stable, I could sleep, I wasn't having insomnia, and my brain wasn't trying to kill me. And then September, when um, the depression started caving in, I realized just one day, it was like, oh no, my brain's trying to kill me. I need to go back up to the full 30 milligrams. And so I think about, I've always, my whole life, my entire life, I've been suicidal. And I laugh about it because it's like people don't understand what it's like to live with a brain that's always thinking, let's die. So, anyway, not too long ago, my sister comes over and brings me this, and I don't know what I was expecting, because she's my sister. It could be pickled meatballs, and I opened this up and fucking burst out laughing. It was the funniest thing. She, she bought me a skunk pin with the pin on the back. It still has a little bit of the perfume in there. So after all these years, she did what she promised. But what made this so incredibly perfect is the note on the inside of the lid. I know it's backwards and you can't read it, but it says, when I'm gone, put a pinch of my, when I'm gone, place a pinch of my ashes in the skunk pin. I don't think she realizes how much she nourishes my heart and my soul with little things like this. The sheer insanity of thinking of what can help my sister whose brain wants to die all the time. What can I do to make my sister laugh? So when my sister dies, rather than living in a bottle like Mama, she's going in the skunk pins. I'll probably wear her as earrings because that would be fitting for her. Oh, so now she needs to not fix. She needs to fix them on earring mounts now. That's the latest thing. Yeah, sister, greatest sister on the planet. You need to fix my skunk pins because they need to be skunk earrings now, so I can cart you around. And if I die first, put me in the skunk pin. There's, we lived before the internet. We didn't have cable TV. We just had each other as kids. And oh my God, we would get into some of the most mischievous stuff on the planet. And wherever my sister was, I wanted to be right there with her because she was just so cool. So pretty and cool, and I wanted to be just like her, and I was this awkward weirdo. I'm certainly glad she let me hang around with her. So that's what's currently in my magical box. Like I say, the contents change. There's like that skate and my mother's choker, black choker. Those things have lived in there forever. And my umbilical clamp cord. They just live there permanently. That's where they live. And things cycle in and out of there. Oh, that's my vlog for today. I can't type. COVID's just eating my knuckles up. Killed my tongue. Forget COVID toes. I've got COVID tongue. I've been in bed for 5 days. I've got cabin fever. What else is there to vlog about? Oh yeah, my hair is still there. It's just crazy. It's I'm well. I'm well.